We should be streaming now, so whatever you say now, beware that it's on camera forever. So don't say any swear words like fuck, shit, crap. Okay?
Hole.
Yeah.
I can teach you swearing in Slovakian.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Always ready for that.
Go live. We're already live on Facebook, apparently, so that means we are also live on SceneSat. Which is strange, because I hadn't said it live, but apparently it is live. So, whatever. Oh, maybe it was already republishing and only now it's live. Okay, that works. Anyways, should be live on Facebook. Should also be live on Twitch, I believe.
You are offline on Twitch.
I am offline on maybe a couple of seconds. Just a second. Twitch, let's check.
Oh!
Now I'm online on Twitch.
You think so, but actually I see you offline and there's...
No, you need to refresh the page.
Oh my gosh, I see myself. Oh my gosh.
That's horrible!
Never watch it again.
Yeah.
Shock is the one who woke up at 5 AM, so you should be looking fine.
Definitely. We have like 10... No, it's 8 actually, yeah.
Okay, so we're already on pre-show. We have 5 more minutes of pre-show available. So we get to define a plan. We have like about 8 demos from each of you guys, and then we have latest demos, which are just demos from recent demo parties, and we have about, I don't know, 10, 12 of them. Hey Keen, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. So we have to decide if we want to watch a lot of oldies or we don't want to watch a lot of oldies. I think what we should do, and I'm gonna state my case and then hear you guys' opinions on this, is that we should go through each of our own demos first, and then... Hold on, camera problems. Should be better now, almost. Slightly more up. Okay, we should check out our own demos, like asking how each of you got into the scene or what you've been doing lately, that kind of stuff. And after that we check the latest demos, and then we play how many oldies we want to play until we are bored and Zden wants to go to the Bitcoin cryptocurrency event thingy. So then we are not limited by... We can end the show whenever we want. We don't have to, you know...
Yeah, but please maybe don't show the old school demos then, I told you, because I really wanted to make some comments on them. It was not a random pick, so I would rather save them for another time when I have...
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, just... we can play them, and if you say we shouldn't watch this one, we just skip it. But
yeah, maybe.
Okay. When we reach... Okay, when we reach the oldies playlist, we'll just check it out. Okay, so 3 minutes to start. If anyone wants to take a bathroom break or get some water, this is the right opportunity to do so. I still need to spam that we are live on the social networks.
By the way, the things which are on Twitch, the demos, are the same on the Watch Together? Is it the same?
They are. I don't understand what you are asking. Twitch is the result with lag of the stream. You should be watching on Watch Together, otherwise you will get lag. Did that answer your question?
Yes, definitely yes.
Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna spam that we are live, and that Black doesn't look like Laila, that it's really another person.
I really wanted to meet Neil Black. Of course, good to see Laila.
Yeah, it's a shame, but he's sick, so it is what it is.
Sick.
Hi Capros, hi Greaser. Not sick in the head, he's just sick with the flu. I told him not to drink beer. He was like, I might be catching the flu. And I told him, okay, be careful. And he says, I'm fine now, I'm drinking beer. And I just concluded, okay, that's...
This is the deadliest thing on this earth, you know.
What is the deadliest thing?
The men's flu, you don't know it?
Ah, the men's flu. You end up feeling like you're a man. That's horrible. I have it all the time. I can't get rid of it by some reason. I don't know why.
What you mean, the flu?
Yeah, the man flu.
Oh, you look fine. You're not dying in the bed. You're just shouting at your woman that bring me some napkins.
I need to spam. What else do I need to spam? I think it's already on Facebook. I guess I could post it on Puet. For those who check Puet.
Facebook group of Demoscene.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea, actually.
There are a lot of people.
There are a few. Yeah. So let me go to Facebook and share the video that should be live on those. Yeah.
Twitter?
Okay. Hold on, I can do this. I know I can do this. If Facebook wouldn't take 500 years to load up. There we go, share in a group to the demo scene. Oh, Keen already did that. Okay, thank you, Keen. You're an angel. God bless you. You still owe me a presence, a guest presence in the show, though. Okay, so we're good. We can start the show now. Welcome everybody to Mystery Demoscene Theater 9000, Season 3, Episode 12. We wanted to do a special on the Shader GP with Plek and Zden and Shock, but Plek was out drinking beers apparently. I think he got the flu before he was drinking beers, and then he drank beers on top of that, and it got even worse. So unfortunately, we don't have a Plek. We have a Laila instead to replace Plek. We won't be talking about Shader GP. We're gonna save that for another episode. What we will be talking about is just random demos, either from our guests or the latest stuff that got released on the demo scene, and then we will see a few of the oldies. So first off, let me introduce our guests. On the right side on your screen, you have Shock. He's an Australian demo scener. He got up at 5 AM to be present here for you guys. So please give him a hand of applause, even if we can't hear it. Let's imagine that people are applauding for Shock's perseverance in waking up so early. Then we have Zden. You guys should already know him, organizer of Demobit, main group member of Satori and all that jazz. And we have Laila, who is a relatively new demo scener. You're in the demo scene for like 3 years now? 2 years now. So welcome Laila as well to the stream. How are we going to start? I guess we'll start with Shock. Shock, tell us, how did you get into the demo scene? I think it was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago, and I'm also disadvantaged. I've been in Australia.
You are upside down.
Exactly, upside down. I was, speaking of demo scenes, my demo's there. Okay, so it started back in 95, high school, and computer labs, and I think I saw Fistro. Actually, I think Future Crew was pretty much my main gateway into the PC demo scene, and this is before I didn't really see it on.
Did you get like a Commodore 64 or an Amiga while you were growing up, or straight to PC?
No, straight to PC. I had a BBC Micro B, so the old British broadcasting machine, and there was no demo scene on that. But,
yes, you're still on time to create one.
Exactly. Well, I've still got the machine, and I can still write something for it if I want. But yeah, so 95, Future Crew. Distro, and then Panic and Unreal, and various demos from there on, and then started to find out what demos were, then jumping on BBSs, and I think actually in late 95 was jumping on the IRC and joining the Hashcoders channel, which seems to be the main staple of where all of us met.
Yeah, I
so
mentioned that we were part of the same group at some point. I were recruiting people for Label, I believe. And you were hanging around on Coders, and I recruited you for a few months before we killed the group. So we were old teammates.
Exactly. And so being this far away, IRC was pretty much the main go-to point. And that's where I got all my demos from. And
wasn't there an active demo scene in Australia back then? Like any parties happening?
Yeah, parties. There was a party in Sydney, and there was a party in Adelaide. So late 90s, we started building up. So 96 onwards, there started being an active demo scene. There was about 20 or so, 20, 25 scene members. And yeah, and then 2003, a few of us...
hold on, let me ask you, what is one of the most memorable Australian demo scene demos for you, in your opinion? No pressure? Something from Disaster Area, maybe?
Well, yeah, Disaster Area, because I've been part of Disaster Area for a while now. But before I joined them, we had a separate group. Actually, I think more. I mean, it could probably say stealing from New Zealand, but some of the reality demos.
Reality?
Really,
you know, the reality demos. I'm trying to look it up and have something playing on the background while you talk.
Find something for you. Reality. New Zealand. They're like most good Australian things will steal from New Zealand.
Is it easy to come from New Zealand to Australia? Like, do people just jump on planes and go to Australia for a demo party?
Yeah, it's only an hour away. I mean, there are members in Australia for reality as well. So the main demo party, I think, then was probably in '96. That was in Sydney. Can't remember the name right now. Reality are famous for their ad-lib tracker, or rad tracker.
Okay, I'm playing a demo from Australian Drug Foundation, which is not actually Australian. They're actually Finnish, so I'm gonna skip that. See, flashback. No, wait. Why is flashback listed here? Well, flashback is in Australia. So yeah, okay.
Yes,
so this one is an Australian demo. Okay. So go on about Australian demo scene in the early 90s, if you please.
So the main one I remember was a event called Coven, and that was based out of Adelaide.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the big one. We used to drive up, or it's like a 7-hour drive. So we used to, or train ride, and we used to drive there, and then just play demos and stay awake for 3 days at a time, and took things there. So a lot of my stuff, I think, has been lost in the void there too. But it was a good small community, and I think we all became really good friends out of it, and we're still really good friends out of it all, and we still stay in touch.
I just found a demo from Coven 98 called Repertoire by Jinx. I think it has a YouTube, so I'm gonna try to play it now.
Jinx is a Adelaide-based demo group.
Okay.
There's also ABS, Static, a few others.
With some sound, maybe.
Yeah, to be honest, I think the quality probably of the Australian demo scene was never up to the standards of the Euro scene at the time. But it is what it is. It was a good learning experience. The thing about the Australian demo scene is it tied into the game scene. So a lot of programmers or graphic artists all end up going to games. So there were a few big AAA studios at the time that hired specifically out of the demo scene, and most of them have gone off to do.
That's pretty standard across demo scene everywhere. Lots of demo scene people end up in the gaming industry or game development industry.
I guess people that might be famous are Forte, or Fion, the guys who wrote Impulse Tracker. Mm-hmm. That was an Australian tracker, and he's off, I think, Sony at the moment.
Wasn't Gaffer also Australian?
Yeah, Gaffer is a very vocal Australian.
He was very famous back then for doing tutorials and stuff like that.
And for the word ass. There's a Gafferism. Yeah. So.
Okay, so what can you tell us about these demos here that you made? Let There Be Light by Disaster Area.
That's probably the last demo we made, and that was last year. So there's a local Melbourne competition called Syntax.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, most of the disaster area running the competition, but we also like playing around with just going back and doing DOS stuff. So this is a Pentium demo. It's skipping. Yeah, so it's something a few of us whipped up in about 2 days. Well, like one of them was during the competition, and one before. And yeah, it's just a bit of fun. Like I think I've never really gotten past the stage of doing DOS demos. Played around Windows stuff in the early 2000s, and took a break from the scene for a while, and then got back into it again and just jumping back into old school platforms, and yeah, having fun with that.
It's funny because a lot of people seem to be doing demos for DOS nowadays. Zden, you also made a demo for DOS recently.
Yeah, that was also a crazy idea, I must say. Yeah, it was interesting how it started. The point was I had a perfect music which I wanted to use for years, from all days when I was writing to contacting Finnish musicians to get hands on some proper either electronic or experimental music or dance music. And yes, this retro wave hit me too, so I just give it a try, you know. Well, it started with the plan that now we will go to assembly and that we will join him with Ivan from Spain. And first I had this idea to make 2 demos for Windows and DOS, but I started with the DOS demo and didn't get the time for another one because I really spent it quite a while on it. So, and for a long time I wanted to do something with some modules because these days you get MP3 and you need to make, let's say, more effort to make it synchronized. Okay, you will have the GNU Rocket and so. I used my own means, and it was refreshing to keep everything in tight because of the tracker formats and the music replayer.
It's just a different. I kind of miss the DOS days, but I haven't really gotten back to it yet. But yeah, I don't know how you find the time to do so many demos then.
Oh well, after this summer I realized maybe for a long time I probably won't have time. Let's see. Yeah, you start to do something and you maybe once you do it, you don't want to like finish in 3 days and do something, just some sort of quick stuff once you focus on it. So I always, in this case with the Rave on demo, I went the rabbit hole quite deep, I would say. And still some work is actually left on this demo because I want to make a like 50 FPS version, and I have a music mastered, so I want to make a proper release out of this one. Still, something still is missing. Yeah. Yeah, it started with the DOS stuff with the 256 intros. I started just to play around. If I still can recall some assembly language and write something meaningful, I use some snippets here and there, still in my VJ engine, but interesting challenge. And yeah, I was lucky that the old project I unzipped, the demo Tau, was working. I could compile it in DOSBox with some watt conversion I found on old archives. I started to mess around, and once the idea like attracts you, you get instant hook, and then yeah, if you are lucky to have time, you you can do it. You know.
It's funny that this is based on the Tau code base.
Yeah, the framework is that. The first effect is actually the fog effect from the Tau, which I altered in a way. In Tau I have also these like ray effects. I have to like optimize it and find a sweet spot to be fast and still usable in this demo. And of course it was interesting that I use a lot of new code from my VJ engine. So from the Windows project, as I do software rendering, I use some new code material and applied it in the like 20 years back environment.
How did you do this scene that is playing now? Those lines doing the woman outlines.
Yeah, of course. That's this geometric photo filter I did like 4 years ago. It's on a website, this one, and I use it already in the demo production Locus, Alienus, and also 400 pins. So actually, there is a video which is like brute force through simple geometric filter, and I get a set of lines, and it's like video replay in own format. Sorry.
Interesting. Didn't know about that. Curious. Okay. What more can we say about those demos?
Yeah. Well.
Or go on. You wanted to say something?
What?
I think.
No.
I think
no one
DOS
wanted
is
to say
a really
something?
interesting. Yeah, I'll say something. I think DOS demos have I mean, there's an appeal, and there's a. I don't know. It's like it's still a challenge with the hardware and going and delving down to like going back into assembly again. You can't really do that. Or I mean, you can do it with modern hardware, but it's easier not to.
Do you guys have your old 486s to play this, or Pentiums to play this, or do you use like the boot on the new system to use the modern CPU?
Yeah, I mostly use DOSBox and things like that to spin up things really quickly. But I do have an old machine lying around that I can test on, just before the compo. I think we were using a Pentium 160 when we did the last demo, and we'll probably use that as a machine unless it breaks.
Okay.
So Shock, you have the working MS-DOS machines where you can test your demos.
Just one or two, yeah.
That's perfect because I have in the basement some all four MS-DOS machines. I have to like restore them, but I was doing this fully in emulator, and then before the assembly, I wanted to record it on the real hardware, and it was like on the Windows Millennium there, and no time to reinstall pure DOS, so it was like crashing like hell. So, but nobody complained on Poet that like this crashed on a real DOS machine, so probably the DOS box was better then.
I think most people on Poet see the YouTube video; they don't bother to watch up the old machine.
Look, I made the Atari VSC intro, and I made some improper number of scan lights emitted, and there was a complaint quite soon to fix this, you know. So people watch on the real hardware.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, we're gonna get to test on a few devices. I've been told it doesn't work on anything under Pentium, but you know, that's just instruction sets. Speaking of VSC demos.
We're now watching that Mushroom Adventure Atari demo that you did. For what party was this for? Riverwash?
Yeah, for the Riverwash.
So what can you tell us about it?
Yeah, I was just having fun with the Atari at home for some time, and finally Sebastian Kotek, a friend, sent me or sold me the cartridge to play stuff from the SD card, and I was learning a little bit in advance for this. Not learning, like I bought a book and I tried to grab the concepts. It's really difficult, and you at the start. Well, once again, I started to do something, and it evolved to something. I tried to make a music first. I find the TIA tracker. It made a bit of sense. I tried to some basic code from the stuff I read or so, and I started to go with on the rabbit hole.
Because it's a different way of programming, right? I mean, I guess you're used to assembly programming, but this is all assembly machine stuff, and the scan lines work a bit different.
Yeah, part of that I've got Sinclair before, then also jumped to Intel stuff. So the assembly was totally different, quite limited. So, but I think in a way this limited environment is really like inspiring. You don't have so many possibilities. Yeah, some Demoscene usually try to like imagine something what is not possible on the platform and try to do it. But in my case, I don't have this
just trying to do something with the platform.
Yeah, well, as the Atari VSC works, it was like a perfect glitch machine, so I wanted to play around, and who knows if I will be able to do a second one. I was hyped, but I also know the amount of time you have to invest into this.
Mm-hmm.
So
we'll see.
We'll see. Maybe I will have a fun and like release a cartridge like just because you can, you know, in this case.
Yeah. Okay, we had one more demo from Shock that I didn't end up playing. It's called Natsal Mag. So, Shock, what can you tell us about this demo?
Okay, so Banana Boy, I think Sam, Dave. So this is another one from the trip 2003. This is a Remedy, I think in Sweden.
You did like
the
a
name is-
summer tour around Europe? Just
Yeah,
visiting demo parties?
so we decided to spend 4 months in a backpack around Europe, and we started off at Breakpoint in 2003 and ended up at Assembly 2003. So yeah, Germany to Finland via UK. I just travelled around. It's a good way to spend the summer.
How did you have time to do the demo? Like while you were
while we were traveling,
backpacking, like
we did
hotel
this-
rooms
yeah,
and
we-
stuff?
We were in Sweden. We were staying on a boat, at a hostel on a boat, and we just started coding and drinking, as you do. And then finished off at the party itself. The name itself is the reversal of Gummerstan, which is Old Town. So yeah, and it was just a bit of fun. Like these are all little things, and yeah, it kind of won by default, which is
Not
annoying,
many
but-
competition, or not much competition.
No, not much competition, which was surprising, you know. And it is a 64K as well, but again, not as fully high ranked as what was out in 2003. So I think 2003 was won by And at Assembler. So
Oh yeah, indeed,
yeah.
with the Zoom, I think, Zoom 3.
yeah,
That was pretty cool.
so
Wasn't there a
yeah,
4K?
we kind of just had fun with this. No, not
No, I'm confusing A&D with both 4Ks and
A&D,
64Ks.
Even the 64K that had the robot and the using the Windows
Yeah.
speech
Oh,
engine.
look nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, one thing we tried to do is we always try to sync stuff. So yeah, that's a bit of fun.
So, but most of your demos seem to be like fast hacks. You don't
Yeah.
find the time to do bigger projects, or you just don't find them fun, or is it a combination of both?
It's a combination of I never had the time to sit down and spend like a whole year on a demo and do something, you know, amazing. It's always
Yeah, I
hey, we
feel
have a
your
quick
pain.
idea. Let's try and hack something out. We've got a couple of days. Let's just see what we can do. So I guess we're at the point where we never really get to do some amazing stuff, but we also get to just have fun. And for us, it's all
Well,
about
you
fun.
have fun, and that's what matters.
I mean, I'm at an age now that
Just
two kids.
change to something. This is yours, Laila, right? So,
Sorry.
okay. What can you tell us about this demo, Laila?
Oh, this is really like I think what my first like bigger thing. I have a music from Musk. I'm sorry. I know him for 2 years.
Sorry,
and
man.
I don't
You
know.
still don't know how
say
to
his
pronounce
name.
his nickname.
No, I'm not. I'm sorry. You know, he's Peter. Yeah. This was actually a duet in Blender, as usual, of course. I made it myself whole, so I'm a bit proud of it. I need to say, because it's the first time I learned a lot of like how to do things. I know it's not like a demo and it's not like executable, but still. I'm like
It's an
really
animation.
happy. I have finished it, and it doesn't look so bad.
I mean, if you
Okay.
had a programmer, you probably could export it to real time.
Actually, I found out it's sometimes really complicated to find out how to import objects and animations and textures and everything from Blender. It looks like really easy, but it's starting to have a real problem, especially for materials. So you need to switch from Cycles, which is rendering engine, which you made in node-based materials. You need to switch to Blender Render, which is actually like dying thing. And now I can say I'm working on something with a friend, and we spent like 2 weeks just for setting up how to fucking import it because it's really hard. And you know, I'm in this phase that I have like many ideas and I want to do things, but usually I don't know how to do that. So
Have you tried using Demoscene tool engines to do stuff like Tool.io or
actually
those kind
no.
of tools?
No.
You're still learning
Usually-
Blender. You want to
Yeah,
do 3D stuff first.
Yeah, definitely, because I was trying to learn Blender because I was focusing on 3D modeling, because I was working for a company which was doing software for modeling because of the 3D printing, and I'm also working now for a company which is focusing on 3D printing. So I needed to learn like how to do a good mesh, and Actually, thanks to Zden, who invited me for the new wave of Demobit. I was just sitting there, and some guys just asked me that if I want to help them with some graphics. I say, oh my gosh, I don't know, because I never did it before. So, and now I'm here.
So it seems that you've been recruited by force into the demo scene.
Yeah. From need. Yeah, from need.
Okay, so this is another animation that you did on Blender?
Yeah, this is also made completely in Blender. This one was rendered before, and there was Roman Stranai, which helped me with cutting it, because actually I found out that I'm really horrible at these things. I can do I love to do sceneries and objects and everything, but if we came to the cameras and especially in editing it, I'm done. So I just asked him for some help, and this is what came out. And actually, this is maybe the first time somebody see it in these colors, because I was presented it first time at Riverbosch at Katowice. And everybody was outside because it was a wonderful time and the place was amazing. Just the screening thing, how to call it, not the camera, but the thing which are screening on the
projector.
Actually, yeah. So it was so bad outside that I was just like, oh my gosh, this is my thing, that it didn't sound like the techno music I was having there, and also it doesn't look like this is like a Dijon mustard yellow and everything. So I was really scared, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I spent so much time on it, because beginner, you're spending a lot of time with small things which everybody else can do it like in the seconds. Yeah, and I'm learning all the time the new stuff. So for me it was a big drama. So I was just sitting there, oh my gosh, this is so bad. I was just almost crying. I was writing SMS to Garga that, oh my gosh, this is so bad. This is so bad. I was just like, shut up, it's okay.
it happens, you can't control the conditions of where it's shown, but it gets archived, and I like the colors on it. It's very colorful.
Oh, thank you.
So I think it really worked well in the end.
Yeah, this is actually which I started with, because I found out that I love transparent things, and when you get transparent objects together, they are just in the place where they are just crossing. They are making new colors and everything, and I love this effect. So I wanted to play with it. So I get this color scheme and try to do something, and first time there's no flowers inside and no teapots. So yeah.
That's a great achievement for a newcomer in the demo scene.
I love teapots. Come on,
everybody does. But if you use Blender, you should be using the monkey instead of the teapot.
No, actually, I didn't like Susan a lot. I was using it when I was trying to learn volumetric shaders and so on. It was working very well, of course, but I don't know. Maybe I'm not a monkey type.
Some people like ducks. Some people like monkeys.
I'm into dolphins.
You're into dolphins. I'm personally into pandas more, but dolphins are cool as well.
Yeah,
anyways,
definitely.
Let's move on to demos from the latest parties. I think we go through function stuff first. We haven't seen them yet on this show.
Oh, I saw this one. It was amazing. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this one is by one of the guys that's actually in the chat, by Keen and Provod.
Yeah, hello guys. Hi.
Yeah, the group is called Jetlag, and this is called Pozle. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce it.
Yeah,
Pozle?
amazing.
Pozle.
Okay. Really good rendering on this one.
It's really
so,
nice.
Shock, have you gone into any of the fancier new school pixel shader rendering crap yet, or are you planning to stick with the old ways of the DOS programming?
I've been learning. I've been trying to teach myself. Getting dragged into, as we mentioned, the reason Zden and I here were originally for the shader combo, and so Plek decided to drag me into this competition, and I'm like, okay, we'll give it a shot. I might as well learn something, and if I fail, I'll fail with style. So I'll try and see what happens.
Is your eliminatory already scheduled, Shock?
Not yet, but I'm up against Smash. So
Oh, that's gonna be an easy one to win.
Get my ass kicked. Exactly. I haven't seen Smash since 2009, so
It looks still the
good
same.
to catch up with. Yeah,
It looks pretty much the same. That's true.
But yeah, so it'll be fun, and at least I'm learning. And you can kind of treat pixel shaders as old school 2D arrays anyway. So it's a lot of fun there.
Yeah.
But never done a production of it.
I've been very impressed with what Provod has been doing recently, the author of this intro.
Yeah, definitely.
He's really exploring a lot of different rendering stuff, and they're
He
all
actually
pretty good.
won this competition of shader competition revision last year, I think. No?
Yes, he did. He won. He went against Flopin in the end. The shader showdown.
I was sitting next to him, and he was this nice, shy guy, just sitting there and doing something. And I was just like, "Yeah, what are you doing?" Hey, oh, I'm just checking some shaders. And then he won, and I was, "Oh my gosh!" I was so happy for him. Really, really, really so happy. Of course, she was amazing too because I love the colors on her stuff and everything. But if we are just looking on the technical things, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, Provod is a little more high tech, I believe.
Definitely. But it was nice, really nice. I enjoy actually the revisions events.
We did a special show with both of them as guests, and they were. Flopin was agreeing that Provod was more into the coding stuff. She was still learning, but she's doing some cool stuff. I like what she's been doing. Anyways, next demo we have Rainbow Clash. Believe me, it all has a meaning. Typical Rainbow Clash color scheme of things. Are you guys fans of Rainbow Clash demos?
Never saw that.
You never saw
that? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not about watching usually demos. I'm so sorry. I'm just like just on the demo parties. So. But looks amazing. Oh my god. Oh, okay.
Just because it has animals, you already like it.
I'm loving it. Oh my gosh, look at it. I don't hear the music. I'm sorry for that because they will hear it too. But this is so trippy.
Yeah, all their demos are usually this kind of trippy with a lot of different contents, all the colors of the rainbow.
Wasn't this actually on Function?
I think this was on Function, yeah. I think it got like third place on Function.
I think I saw it. It's amazing. This is great.
Yeah, it's Slice Pie, the main guy behind it. I think he does both the music and the visuals for it.
Really awesome work.
Zden Einstein, of course, I really like from this group. Oh, they are involved, the same people who did this one.
This one is from this year's
demo. I watched the Function demo compo. I remember this one. This part looks not like the classical stuff they do. So pleasing one.
Oh, I know how to do this in Blender.
And Shock, but about a quick question, you have. In the past, you've been doing demos in a way you had a 3D engine done, and then in the 3 days you fixed the demo with the engine you already had.
Yeah, 3D engines. I've never really had a big solid 3D engine, but yeah, I've had the tech behind it. That's the demos earlier. But yeah, it's mainly putting it all together and coming up with the other effects and all the syncing and the music comes together in the last 3 days.
All right, like the demo design and stuff. Of course, this demo we are watching is they push the thing further. Like, they have style and like demos are always like a fractal. You can still zoom in. Depends on how much time you have, and if you keep certain style, like these guys, you can really.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying this. Like, it's got a really good cohesive style, and everything fits together really nicely. And there's a lot of fun in it. It's not taking itself too seriously.
Yeah, that's important probably.
It will be nice in VR, actually.
Like everything would be so full of stuff.
Exactly.
Wherever you look, you'll be completely saturated.
Yeah, I would love it.
The idea
So,
of VR
Pete,
demo is actually really
what else do you have there?
We have, I believe, the demo from Gargai is coming up afterwards.
Oh,
Along
yeah.
for the ride. I
Oh my
really like this
gosh.
one.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
Gargai also did a write-up on the technical aspects of this, like all the improvements that he made to his engine to have this. I really like
hope
the
he-
mood of it overall.
Of
That's
course.
what I really like on this demo.
I hope he will not like kill me, but this is actually from live places he knows in real life. So I saw some like real photos, and he made it in a 3D. He's really talented. He started modeling and so on, and this is like really wonderful. All the atmosphere and very nice, like really nice game with lights. Enjoy the lighting there.
Just,
love it.
it's a pity it's not an intro for adventure game in this style, because I love it too. Moral winner of the compo, of course. The intro for a game, and then I want more of this stuff, you know. So
yeah. And that's wonderful work. I really love it. It's different from what they usually do with like whole team, and this is like completely different. And I enjoy the like they have like a new style there. It's nice.
feels
Or
very,
he actually
personal.
made it by himself. So yeah, he.
It feels very personal. Like it has a lot of meaning to it for it.
Yeah.
Just
I like the Roomba on this scene.
good one.
there we
There's-
go.
But the scale of the house must be very huge. This is carpet cleaner or floor cleaner.
A floor
Okay.
cleaner. It's one of those
So nice.
self-driving
Yeah.
robots that just goes around corners.
Sure. I don't want to interrupt these nice moments. Of course, it looked a little bit too small. I mean, for the scale of the house.
No,
Oh,
it's fine.
it was
Cleaning
correct
robot.
size.
Yeah.
You just don't know Roombas then. You're a
Definitely, you don't
Roomba-less
have a
person.
Roomba.
Sorry then.
I have to offer you a Roomba. Next
I
demo
want
bit,
a Roomba too.
someone gives then a Roomba at next demo bit.
Oh, are you working on the next ones then?
Would not work probably. It's a complex surface.
Then how is it with demo bit, by the way? I'm looking forward to next year.
Yeah, but try to put together a solid list of speakers. That's we set a bar on a certain level, so we want to meet the expectations on this, and putting together the compo rules with the new compos.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Aren't you having problems with space? I mean, isn't it growing in terms of attenders?
This third time we have to like do it in this space, and then we can think about should we go to the bigger venue, which we have to pay, and it won't be sponsored, and will be a big rise in the price of the whole project. So
I mean, you can keep it like open
You know-
registrations for a limited number of participants, and it's first come, first served. I mean, there were a few parties in Finland that did that. Some people get annoyed that they didn't get entry, but I mean, it can work, and you give like priority to foreigners if you want more foreigners attending.
look, the part of the demo with concept is also the quality of that venue, and if we want to like grow it to bigger party, we should find a place with the same qualities.
Oh, that
So
would be
let's see.
hard in Bratislava.
Yeah.
So then we can get a venue for 1,000 people, and then we will become a small big party, no? Half of the venue filled. Or,
Personally, I like it better when it's a small party. I think it's more intimate. You get more time to actually talk with people. So I really like the dimension of demo bit as it is. I mean, if you start having a lot of people, you will eventually have to think of another venue.
yeah, of course, we have really crazy ideas about the live acts. I was just last week on a tour with a really talented Slovak guitarist, like jazz and experimental. David Kolar is his name, and he was recently he met Eric Trufas, and because his trumpetist from Norway was like missing, and they started to do some gigs. So I just was joking, and do we want Eric Trufas on demo bit? And it's really, you know, just playing with the idea. Maybe it's too much for such a small venue, you know. But yeah, with the bigger venue, we could do bigger things, of course. Like,
yeah, but then you would end up focusing on concerts more than the demo scene stuff.
You know, with the demo scene stuff, in the past also the demo bit was a little bit of crossover. The bands are always part of the bigger parties everywhere, and so it's just on us if we can like Front 242 was on our parties. That's also what happened already.
That was. Alt Party had some comments that it was a bit weird. I mean, it was interesting on some parts, but the sceners felt a bit like random people are just walking around our tables looking at us like we're like an exhibit or something. So they felt a bit...
Same I rewatched this year.
Wow.
So it depends. It can work, but it depends a little bit on how you pull it off.
Yes, you know, it's like that yeah, some people organizing it, I think it's part of the whole thing, also a good program and music. Maybe in the summer, usually demo sceners hang around outside, and or people want to talk. Yeah, that's true. With the bigger venue, you can have more people interested also in a good music program. Other people can have a place to talk. So you say like focus more on demo scene stuff, because you know sometimes demo scene needs some refreshment, I guess.
No,
you know,
I agree with you that crossover is positive. I just mean don't cross over so much that you end up with only having the crossover.
Yeah, of course. You know, I know with the music gigs took so much energy to organize, especially for the first demo beat. So
I'm missing a serious party on the end.
So just some professionals have to take it in hands, and organizing won't be the problem. But yeah, you know, the old school compo was not used on demo bit, like there was no entry, so we would like to give a shot with the Amiga compo. So if I should do something, it's start to do Amiga demo programming in some way. It won't be that easy with the Atari. It's not about getting one book and get Stella and you know.
But there are some cross-development platforms and like tools already laid out for you to do the whole cross-development. So in that sense,
I tried this toolchain. Toolchain, but with some update, it like started to give ton of errors, and I just throw it, and you know, not throw it, but left it for something I have to do. So. The system thing is not really my thing to do. I want to do demos and have certain easy framework and be creative, and not really like I have no joy in linking and
stuff.
Dependencies, no.
Yeah, I have the same hatred for the dependency hell from things.
Oh, yeah, volunteers will come.
Oh, by the way, there's the Altair demo, and it's amazing.
Yeah. The demo that I was playing before, I believe, was from Aberration Creations.
Yeah.
Yes, and this one is a 12K intro by Altair, made by KK, which I should probably try to get in the show at some point.
This is really like nice stuff from there all the time. This is so lovely to watch. Every time I saw something from them.
It's really pretty cool. I think this is already from Riverwash, if I'm not mistaken.
Hard to say, you know. I don't remember demos from there much because outside was really bad in technique, so it was a bit hard.
Sorry, this of course is not from which year Riverwash? Not this year, of course.
No, this is from this year.
Here.
See, it says the year right there.
It's a 12K, yeah, 12K from Riverwash, of course, but not demo compo piece from out there.
Combined intro compo, I believe.
Yes, sure.
They have a great submission to Wild and Animation. I love it.
Yeah, I saw it on the live stream as well. I don't think I have any of them queued actually on this list, But
if you have any time, just some spare time, just watch it. It is like awesome. Also with the music and everything.
This is
this is the one. Yeah, this is the
Yeah.
one I was talking about. Like this is the one. Just check it out. I love it.
I was quite sure that we're gonna watch it here.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah, this is amazing. I really love it.
Good rendering with the reflections and everything. The lighting.
I think it's about ideas here. It's not like complicated to do, but it looks perfect.
The cleanness of the idea, not overdo it.
Yeah, definitely.
Planned and focused. Shock, have you been following the latest Demoscene stuff? Do you actually actively follow it? Or just now and again?
I do, it's more now and again. Like I go through breaks where I'll take a couple of months off. I might miss a few combos, then I catch up again. And jump back in. Generally something gets highlighted on the Demoscene Facebook group or on Twitter. I'll see it. But generally I still focus on a lot of the old school. Like all the new old school demos. There's just something about them that still tugs at my heart.
Okay.
So I do miss a lot of the new stuff. Yeah. What I love with the new stuff is it focuses on the art so well. It's not about technology. It's not about how you push technology as much, but it's more about how you convey emotion and imagery.
Definitely.
And it's one thing that's really nice about it. And it's also it opens up the demo scene to the wider public more than it used to. It used to be very technical, and it's still technical, but you don't need to see that anymore. Emphasis by watching this. It's a beautiful demo.
I actually know some demos before I know what is Demoscene. I have it on some my favorite techno music lists and so on, and I didn't know that this is actually demo. Then I found out, and it was just like, oh my gosh, this is demo. Yeah.
It runs real time.
So I was a fan before this. Yeah, this one's great.
It plays very well with colors. They really use colors well. To the contrast.
It's great. It's great.
No, colors, I mean lighting.
Also the colors, like the color scheme is amazing. I love this, like Japanese.
Yeah, simple, like not
and...
many colors.
Yeah, minimalistic.
Definitely. It was nice.
Cool stuff for sure. Well-deserved win at Riverwash 2018. What else do we have? We have Elude. Core malfunction.
Nice.
I guess this got second place. Someone was saying that the other one got first.
By it was not a close win, it was a well-deserved win.
Definitely. Actually, what I like about the new platforms is it's coming with the new styles, because when I was really new the last year, I just found out that it's I'm sorry for saying it, but all the time the same. Like all the time some planet, all the time some displacement on a globe, all the time some just flash and some great noise, nice, awesome, but nothing new, like a bit of something, you know. It was all the time just this futuristic look of spaceships, a lot of spaceships. Also tunnels, everybody has tunnels. So.
It's not a real demo without a tunnel. And a queue.
I found out. Yeah, you remember the mine? There was a tunnel, but with flowers.
Innovation on the tunnel effect.
Look, we had like this Mac in the 90s, and I made like a psychologist essay about the meaning of tunnel.
Where did you place it? Oh my gosh, I need to see it.
Just yeah, I can send you a copy of the disc Mac.
Please do that. I would love to hear it. And what did you find out?
I forgot the whole article. You have to reread it and reinvent it. But I was really like, there was even almost like a physical attack on me for the too intellectual bullshit I was spreading around.
Yes, you did, of course.
Icons.
So it's either all about sex or about falling deep into a well and losing yourself.
Yeah,
or going on a trip into another dimension. You need to go through a
Laila
tunnel
will make
for
a
that.
translation. Maybe we can republish in some other magazine.
Some new people can take you. I'm ready for that.
yeah. Always.
We are preserving the heritage of Demoscene histories, then analyzing tunnel effects on the early 90s.
Haters gonna hate. Yeah, there'll be great stickers like "Make tunnels." Like more tunnels. Like hashtag more tunnels.
Fuck demos, just tunnel.
Tunnel out from Demoscene. Oh no.
Yeah, but what I like about Demoscene are particles. I love particles, you know, like small lights and everywhere around. I love it.
Yeah, look, this demo is like nice contrast to the previous Xonox.
Yeah.
Like it's like worked like Xonox. Well, it was like more clean colors and clean shades. Like not. This one is more the stuff like I usually do, like way more gradient and more melt.
This kind of follows the theme of what you say a traditional demo feels like. Like this is, it doesn't step over the art boundaries as much. Ozonics was very, sweet.
Yeah, even I went to the coder of the demo. Like, did you use pixel sorter? Yes, but we could not like do it on GPU in that correct way. Like it works on CPU, so they invented some tricks how to like mimic this kind of. So first time I could name an effect in a demo. That was fun.
Zden, do you have a pants?
What?
Do you have a pants?
Sorry.
If you have a pants, you know?
Yes, I have a pants,
okay.
Of course.
I just saw your knee and I was just like, oh my gosh, true senior.
I have a no, short pants, but not really underwear. If you're asking that.
Oh, by the way, what is this thing?
The show is quite long to just be in a yoga position and don't move. Sorry.
I am in a lot of sitting.
Okay.
Yeah, but by the way, what is this thing with this like a pants down? Can somebody just explain it to me?
That's a Danish thing. At some compos, at some point, we were watching the compos. It was really hot on the main party place in front of the big screen, and so the Danish guys decided to remove their pants and just stay on the shorts because they wanted to, not feel as hot. And it became a tradition, and since the Danish people were doing that, it started being a Danish thing, and they even created a Danish underpants brigade, where they all have their pants down. So it became a meme in the demo scene. So
because I was thinking it's like a cheap trick, because I was first time at Revision, and just a random guy just came to me with a beer and just pants down. I was like,
no, thank you. Not right now, not on the first date.
No, he didn't expect it, but I really put my pants down without asking. He was like, so I was just like, okay. I got you.
So maybe you can start with the pants down, Laila, if you are talking about this for the second time.
I actually don't have, I have like a leggings or something like this.
Yeah, the leggings aren't pants. Everybody knows that.
Let's raise number of viewers,
Yeah, don't you want the stream to have more viewers?
Oh my gosh.
No, never mind. Forget about it.
I don't think seniors should be like naked. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, I'm definitely with you in this opinion.
I
There
think
was
it's okay. I like this.
there was some culture at some point that they'd said that the manly demo scene coders from Finland would all program naked, not just in Finland, from Sweden as well, because it would be like winter time and they would go to sauna and then come back from sauna and just stay naked and program their demo. Okay. So there was also that meme floating around at some point. So,
we are talking about MFX and Killers, so generally they're crazy.
MFX has a few demos with naked people as well, so yeah, that's true.
I did attend the 20th birthday party. It was in 2003 with MFX and Killers, and a lot of it was all of us naked, saunas, and then jumping in rivers. Just.
I think I have a demo of that. The little frog. Do you remember that?
The little frog. Yeah. That was Dave Ripped.
I guess I'll play that for a little while. I mean, it's on topic, and then we can come back to this because we're not talking about these demos anyways. So we might as well play the little frog. Where the hell is it? I had it. There it is. The little frog by Disaster Area.
Yeah, this was done for the 20th birthday.
Oh,
20th moment.
This is awesome.
You're not joking. Okay.
No. It was an MFX and Killers party. Unofficial.
Let's see. Is it will be kids proof?
Yeah, it's kids proof. It's a drunk robot, but yeah.
By the way, I was watching some stream. I don't remember from which party. And there was like a big announcement that, the sauna is open the last hour, everybody outside. And so, okay. And they're taking it seriously. I really love it. I was thinking that it is like a invitation for a bar or something. No. They've really told about sauna.
In Hartwell Arena at Assembly, there is, in this venue, there was a sauna where you can watch the big screen from there, the glass wall.
I'm screwing up the
There's
playlist. Sorry.
Satori and some.
I apologize.
Yeah,
I fucked up.
my apologies for rewinds too. That was.
And this demo is awesome.
Yeah.
This won deadline last week, I believe, or 2 weeks ago already.
Good stuff. Good to hear.
Oh,
guys,
I remember this one. Yeah.
Ronnie and Pandur doing their good things.
Yeah.
The style reminded me a bit of some of your demos from last year's, then, like the line things. Remember the demo you did with Navis?
Oh, this one's great.
This one is different. It's.
The sound is just so good.
As a centric guy, I haven't seen a relation between that.
Colors or something.
But I like, of course, the outline applied on different levels, or at least what I understand about this shading I see, and nice glow around, minimalistic, good music.
And it runs on your browser.
Yeah, there is another engine, cables to learn. Yeah, really, Ronnie produced superior audio quality,
And you did a couple demos with Ronnie as well.
Yeah, only twice cooperation. So once he did a mastering of this God TV music you hated probably, as you told me, and for the register he did a track, or it was like live performed, cool track.
Oh, he's awesome DJ on the live performance.
Yeah, I was seeing his DJ set at Deadline as well.
He's all the time so dancing on it and enjoying it.
Yeah,
it's lovely to look on him.
He enjoys it even more than the people dancing, which is great.
Yeah,
you know what
it's so sweet.
I regret from last demo bit this year that I don't know how this happened. He played such an amazing set, and instead of raving on stage, I was doing other things.
Yeah, he was busy. Come on.
Yeah. After the whole stressing day, I also had to like relax, and I was doing other things, like socializing with the people outside. I could find more time for raving. Damn it. So, yeah, of course, I hope we will manage to do something in the future with Ronnie. If you ask me, so I'm open to do another.
Hey, Ronnie, he's into.
Okay, so that's the last demo we have from the latest releases. You guys want to watch any old stuff to memorize, or shall we call it a day? Oh, we need to watch one more demo at least in the name
We
of
have
Black.
to enjoy this craft Turkish and.
I don't remember the name, so I need to just check out my YouTube list. Sorry, but I have a great one.
I have at least one demo that's queued up that is in honor of Plek, who was too sick to join us today. Oh, the LJ and Virgil entry from Deadline. I need to play that one as well. I think it didn't have a YouTube capture yet, and that's why I did not play it. But I'll search for it again now. Maybe it's already up. Search real quick.
12 апреля 1961 года в Советском Союзе
Yeah, no YouTube yet.
орбиту первый в мире космический корабль
Yep, that's the issue. Not yet on YouTube.
Please, I send you something. This is actually the one which I remember when I didn't know what Demoscene is, and I love it.
Where did you send?
To appear.
That's in the chat.
Appear in, okay. So this will fuck up the stream a little bit, but it's fine. People will survive.
I didn't know where to place it actually.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Should be done with now. I'll add it to watch together. Is it Ziphat?
Yeah.
Ah, Ziphead. Yeah, that's a right.
Yeah,
I spoiled it a little bit, sorry.
This is actually, I remember this one, I just found it on YouTube, and I was just, oh my fucking gosh, this is amazing music, I love it. And I was watching the video, oh my gosh, this is so great.
Have you seen the Atari version of it though?
Oh,
It's
the
even
Atari
better.
version. It's amazing.
There's
for
the
like,
Atari version.
think about the platform.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
The
Can we
ultimate
play the
strings
Atari
of the
version after
platform.
this?
I'll play this one and the Atari version, and then we'll call it a show. Does that sound like a plan?
Sounds
Okay.
perfect.
Yeah.
I mean, there are groups like Fairlight, CFCD, Logic Coma. They've all got really good styles, and you know, I think it's a good way to bring people into the demo scene.
People on the chat want me to play the horse version as well. I'm saying no. Fuck Poo Brain.
The horse
No
version?
horse version. Yeah, they did a zip horse version that has horses instead of dancers. If you haven't seen it, you need to see it, Laila. That's also
Oh my
very
gosh, I
important.
have an idea. If you get this video from Gangnam Style and place it to the music of this could work.
That could also work, yeah. Let me try to find the Atari
This
version.
is one of my favorite demo ever, I need to say. And also, I have a big thing for. Oh my gosh, now I forgot it. Of course, the conspiracy. The one. How was the name? They made it also in VR. What was the name of it? Like the famous.
Colony. Something?
Yeah, Offspring Colonies.
Offspring colonies. Yeah.
Yeah, this is actually my absolute top, and when I'm explaining somebody that what I'm doing in my free time, that I'm just showing them this, so that okay, and now I'll explain you what is it awesome about this, not just the music and visuals, but what is it like after this all, like how it was made. You know.
Latter version is cool. That was achievement, technical one on the platform, but this one.
Yeah, I love it. It's really good.
Metaballs on the dancer.
Not complicated, but looking awesome. With the music, I really love the music there.
But yeah, Laila, you need to check the horse version. That's homework for you. Once you're done with the stream, you need to play Zip Horse.
Yeah, I'm just a bit afraid of it, you know? Like,
it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be the best experience ever. It's gonna change your life.
Am I ready for this?
You better be ready for it.
Okay.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
So why are you showing me this? Come on.
Eat, sleep, rave, repeat. Eat, sleep, rave, repeat.
It's like my childhood.
And there was a demo from Yugs that also had similar sayings to this. Was on Payback demo party. So we have a lot of demos in this rave theme.
Because rave is awesome, and everybody was missing. Awesome. Like, you know, we are just have been raised by rave and drum bass and for myself like Psytrance and Goa and so on.
I did a playlist with only rave party demos on it. So
I already saw that.
If you see anything missing, let me know.
Yeah, actually, this is a great idea with this playlist. Like,
yeah, it's good.
Really
like
nice.
if you want to show demos but of a specific style.
Yeah.
I couldn't find anything, no one on YouTube doing it, so that's why I decided to do those playlists.
Yeah, this was a great idea, actually.
Lasers everywhere.
Just dolphins are missing, but that's fine.
MFX demo had dolphins on it. Dolphins.
Yeah, there are a lot of dolphins in the demo scene, I found out.
Should make a playlist for that as well. Demos with dolphins.
Dolphins. When I will be big, I will do things like this.
That was it. I'm gonna end the. I'm gonna talk about the ending of the stream, and then we will see the last demo. But I just want to thank all you three guys for showing up, especially Laila for the last-minute substitution of Plek. We will try to do another show with featuring the Shader GP, or talking a bit more of Shader GP, which we didn't really talk about on this episode that much. I want to thank the guys from Patreon as well: Garfield, Jeff, Paul Jump Up Detail, Topo, Fulcrum, Paul Falcão, Get It, Wesendorf, Trickster, and Evil. Thank you guys for the support on Patreon. You help keep the show alive. And that's it. We have Chiphead now playing, which is the Atari version of Ziphead that you now saw. And I guess Zden will be able to tell us all about the technical features that this has to make this awesome.
Not really that much.
Zden is actually the one who is usually asking, why is this awesome? Like,
I tried to explain. Yeah, I was talking to KK a little bit before, like how crappy I have some output, and he was telling me like put it in an order and use timers and stuff. So really, this is not like a glitchy hack, but it's properly planned something, you know. So it's amazing.
I saw him do a proper. I'm unsure if it was like a text wrap-up or if he actually was discussing it in some place, or even if it was some other guy that knew inside on the Atari talking with me on the stream. I don't remember anymore. My memory is shit. I apologize. But
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
he
he
did
told
a
me
write-up. I think he did a write-up on this demo, like the technical achievements that he had to do to
It
pull
would be
this out.
interesting to read. I think this is a really good point with the demo scene. Like in the past, the write-ups wasn't that normal thing, but this is really good. Like also, a Mind is Born project. It was like good write-up about it, and like a whole scene of people remaking this piece on other platforms with other programming languages because the concept is so nice. So write-ups are cool. And yeah, I wanted to make one or two, but it's that with the time. You finish the demo, it's usually, you know.
You're happy you did. It's
Good,
in
yeah.
my case.
You have no time and energy to spend on write-up.
Yeah, I usually don't want to hear the song again.
That also. But I think it's important if you do write-ups. And I'm trying to figure out a way to do like interviews again, but on camera. I mean, this show sort of works to interview people, but I would like to be focusing on a specific demo maybe. I'm not sure. I'm still thinking out the best way to bother people about it. Maybe at demo parties trying to catch someone and putting them aside and do some proper in-depth interviews, because we used to have them before in the demo scene and we sort of lost that as the disc mags disappeared.
Sometimes they're too busy that even the programmer of the demo has to revisit the code and check the stuff again, I guess. Maybe some people remember everything, some people. But yeah, the you know, the limits of Atari with the playing the correct notes of the whole scale, so that's also an interesting challenge.
Okay, demo is ending. Thank you everybody for joining. See you again next time. Bye bye everyone. Take care.
Bye.
All the best, bye.
Thanks, bye.
And what now?
Now we wait for the demo to finish. doing
Yeah,
the
no,
beeping.
sorry for not explaining Atari DSC.